In this lesson, we'll review some miscellaneous changes to the application that didn't really fit in any of the other existing lessons. The first one to review is a change to the command bar. The new user interface introduced in Microsoft Dynamics CRM 2013 provided a simplified experience for end users. The ribbon used in previous releases is now rendered as a command bar. To limit the number of buttons an end user sees, the number of visible commands that appeared was a maximum of 5. All additional commands displayed in an overflow menu. Based on feedback, this limit has been expanded to 7. This is currently not configurable. In prior releases of Microsoft Dynamics CRM, you could create a workflow rule that utilized conditions to limit when subsequent actions would occur. One of the limitations was that you could add multiple conditions, but you couldn't group the conditions into AND or OR groupings. The ability to group conditions was previously available within Advanced Find, but not Workflow. This may have limited the conditions you could define within your workflow rules. Now you can group conditions in Workflow as well. The first screenshot shown here shows 3 rows of conditions that would all need to be met before subsequent actions in the workflow would occur. Now you can select rows and then click Group or Group AND to group the conditions. By using a Group OR condition, only one of the conditions in the grouping needs to be met. With the initial release of Microsoft Dynamics CRM 2013, duplicate detection was not available on entity forms, although it had been available in prior releases. Users adding records manually within the application would not see duplicate detection warnings when the record they were creating was identified as a potential duplicate. With this release, the duplicate detection feature is again available on the entity forms. Users can now see a notification if the record they were creating was identified as a potential duplicate. The experience a user sees in the web application is almost identical to what they would have seen in Microsoft Dynamics CRM 2011, with a couple exceptions. The first one I'll mention is that instead of a pop-up window, the duplicate detected window dialog appears inline. The last 2 things to mention in relation to duplicate detection is that it can now handle the autosave operation. So if you are using the autosave functionality and the record automatically gets saved after a period of time after you've made an edit to that record, and based off of that change it causes it to be considered a duplicate, you'll see this notification here at the top of the form. So it's going to notify you that it hasn't automatically saved that record yet until you choose to either resolve it or save it anyway. The last thing is that CRM for tablets was introduced with Microsoft Dynamics CRM 2013, and duplicate detection was not available in CRM for tablets, and now that it's available through the web forms and Outlook forms, it's also available in CRM for tablets. So you have the same type of experience in the web, Outlook client, and CRM for tablets. The last thing I'll discuss is related to link presence integration. Link presence integration has been available within Microsoft Dynamics CRM for the past few releases. With Microsoft Dynamics CRM 2013, link presence no longer appeared for lookup fields on forms or within activity feeds. Both those issues have been addressed with this update.